Watch out. Rising in filleted.
Holmes for three.
Holmes cans that one. Holmes going to the hole in the nice leg.
Nice kick ahead.
Yeah. Holmes with the finish on the other end.
The Denver Nuggets just found the missing piece, and it could reshape their entire championship run. Don Holmes is officially back, coming off an Achilles injury. He didn't just return, he made a statement: 19 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists. That's not a comeback, that's a warning to the rest of the league.
Nice foul.
Oh, nice feed inside to Holmes.
Shooting, rim protection, versatility, depth. It's just summer league, sure, but the flashes we're seeing, they check every box the Nuggets have been missing. Let's rewind to the playoffs. Denver ran into a wall called Oklahoma City. Nikola Jokić was logging over 40 minutes a night, running on fumes. Aaron Gordon, he fought through Game 7 with a bad hamstring. And the bench outscored badly. After the loss, the message from the three-time MVP was crystal clear: teams with deeper rotations survive. The Nuggets didn't. Translation: we need help. Since then, Denver's been on the hunt, and now moves are happening. They've shipped Michael Porter in exchange for Cam Johnson, a strategic shift aimed at strengthening both ends of the floor. The message from the front office: the Jokic window is still open, but if they want another ring, they need more than just stars. They need support, and maybe, just maybe, that starts with what we're seeing right now.
Johnson, deep one, connects! Cam Johnson!
They signed Tim Hardaway to boost their bench scoring. They brought back Bruce Brown, the glue guy from their title run. And they added Jonas Valanciunas to anchor the second unit as a reliable backup big. All solid moves. But their most intriguing addition? He might have been right under their nose the whole time. Meet Don Holmes, a 6'10" forward with a smooth shooting stroke, elite shot blocking instincts, and the versatility to guard across the board. Heading into the 2024 draft, he was widely seen as a potential steal. Then, heartbreak in his first summer league game. Holmes tore his Achilles. Just like that, a promising rookie campaign was wiped out. And for a big man, that kind of injury often spells trouble. History isn't exactly kind to players coming back from it, but Holmes didn't flinch. He treated rehab like his career was on the line, because it was. And now, he's showing flashes of the player Denver thought they had all along. What Don Holmes is doing in Las Vegas, flat out remarkable, especially considering he's just a year removed from Achilles surgery. For most players, that kind of comeback takes time. But Holmes looks ready now. And for a Nuggets squad still searching for reliable frontcourt depth, his resurgence might be more than just a good story. It could be the difference between another disappointing playoff exit and a real shot at the title. To understand how far he's come, let's rewind to 2024. Back then, Holmes was lighting it up at Dayton, dominating the college game and climbing draft boards fast.
Holmes!
We're talking big-time numbers: 20.4 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 2.1 blocks per game. Don Holmes wasn't just good, he was dominant, a consensus All-American, record setter at Dayton, in the heart of their roster. He didn't just block shots, he shattered program records for both blocks and dunks, and he wasn't your typical back-to-the-basket college big either. Holmes had range. He knocked down nearly 39% of his threes on a career-high 83 attempts. This was a modern big man with a modern game. Stretch the floor? Check. Rim protection? Absolutely. Play the 4 or the 5? No problem. He could even push the break and make the right pass in transition. Denver saw the fit and grabbed him at number 22 overall. For a team built around the one-of-one skill set of Nikola Jokić, Holmes looked like the perfect complementary piece.
It holds, it'll be his 30th triple-double of the season.
Oh, what a play! What a play!
Now 39 for Jokić.
Holmes looked like the perfect fit. He could share the floor with the three-time MVP or give him critical rest without the team falling apart. It was a seamless match. Then came the injury, and it hit hard on both sides. For Holmes, it meant losing his entire rookie season. No NBA reps, no development curve, no chance to prove he belonged. For Denver, it meant another year of Nikola Jokić shouldering a massive burden without a reliable frontcourt backup to lighten the load. But now, fast forward to July 2025 and everything's changed. Holmes has been fully cleared. No restrictions, no limitations, just basketball. And his return? Impressive. In his first game back, he dropped 15 points on 6 of 9 shooting, including 3 of 5 from beyond the arc. No visible rust. No hesitation, rare for someone coming off an Achilles tear. Then came game 2, the double-double. 10 points, 11 rebounds. Statement made. But it was game 4 that truly signaled Don Holmes had arrived, and the opponent The Los Angeles Clippers, the very same team he got injured against last summer. Holmes went off 19 points, 17 rebounds, 5 assists to steals. He shot 8 for 16 from the field and looked completely in control across for summer league games. His averages were rock solid: 13 points, 9.5 rebounds, 51.3% from the floor, and a blazing 50% from deep on 10 attempts, all in just over 27 minutes a night. But the real story isn't in the numbers, it's in the film. Watch him play, and you'd never guess this guy missed a full season. The explosiveness, it's back. The lateral quickness, still sharp. The confidence, off the charts. One analyst put it plainly, he's too good for summer league. Another added, the burst and athleticism, it's all there. But to understand why Holmes matters so much, you have to look at Denver's biggest weakness. In the playoffs, Denver's weakness wasn't hidden, it was exposed. Jokic was brilliant as always, averaging 28.4 points, 13.9 rebounds, and nearly 6 assists per game. But when he sat down, the wheels fell off. The problem? Depth. Oklahoma City's bench outscored Denver's by almost 10 points a night. And in Game 7, with the season hanging by a thread, Jokic played 36 minutes, and the Nuggets still lost by 32. He was gassed. The team was out of gas, and the thin frontcourt behind Jokic and Aaron Gordon finally gave way. Denver patched things up by signing Jonas Valanciunas in free agency, which helps for now. But at 33, he's a short-term fix, not the future. Holmes, he's the future. He's the long-term answer Denver's been searching for. A 6'10 forward with the versatility of a guard and the tools to fill multiple gaps. He brings the one thing this team has lacked most: dynamic frontcourt depth that doesn't fall apart when Jokic sits. Holmes gives Denver something they haven't had in years: true frontcourt versatility. He can slot in at either forward spot or slide to center. He fits next to Jokic in big lineups, or can anchor small ball units when Jokic needs a breather. That kind of flexibility, it's pure gold in today's NBA. And then there's the shooting. Holmes hit 50% from deep during summer league. Sure, it was on just 10 attempts, but even if that number settles around 35-37, it's still elite floor spacing from a big. Just picture Jokic working the post with another shooter out at the 4 or 5. The spacing could be lethal. Defensively, Holmes brings more than just hope. He averaged 2.1 blocks per game in college, and has shown he's more than just a rim protector. He can switch on to wings and hold his own, something Denver has sorely missed throughout the Jokic era. And let's not forget the energy. Denver thrives on precision, running their offense through Jokic's vision, but Holmes adds an athletic jolt, a spark off the bench who can get out in transition and inject life into the second unit. Those 17 rebounds against the Clippers? That's pure effort and relentless motor. But what truly sets Don Holmes apart isn't just his talent, it's how seamlessly he fits into Denver's system. With Jokic on the floor, Holmes becomes a nightmare pick and pop weapon. Defenders can't sag off his shooting, forces them to stay honest. That opens the floor for cutters, for passing lanes, for Jokic's surgical vision to go to work. Holmes can screen, roll hard, or pop out to the corner, and each choice puts pressure on the defense. His versatility fuels Denver's creativity, and when Jokic takes a seat, that's where Holmes becomes a game changer.